Welcome to Rune Conversations, where ancient wisdom becomes practical power. If you are ready to think clearly, act consciously, and strengthen your own sphere of influence, you are in the right place. Have you ever noticed that some of the hardest moments in your life later became the very things that shaped you most deeply? Not because they were pleasant, but because they forced something hidden inside you to awaken. Today we speak about the rune HAGAL, the world rune, the rune of storm and hidden order. And this rune matters deeply for modern life, because many people today feel like they are living inside the eye of the storm. Pressure, anxiety, confusion, constant noise. One moment everything feels stable, and the next moment life changes direction without warning and everything collapses. But HAGAL teaches something quite extraordinary. Chaos is not always distraction. Sometimes chaos is pattern trying to reveal itself. HAGAL is the rune of hidden structure, a crystalline pattern, a sacred geometry that reflects the deeper architecture of existence itself. It asks one powerful question: can you remain centered while life moves around you? Not emotionally dead, not detached from life, but centered. That is the power of HAGAL. In old rune poems, HAGAL is associated with hail. Hail is dangerous and destructive. It wounds the crops. It arrives suddenly, yet there comes a point in time when hail melts and it nourishes the soul, the soil. It's one of the deepest mysteries of HAGAL. What wounds you can also feed you transformation. And many of us already know this form of experience. Sometimes our greatest wisdom comes from disappointment. Sometimes the storm forced us to discover our center. So what if the storm in your life is not proof that you are failing, but proof that something deeper is trying to reorganize itself within you? That is HAGAL. In Odin's rune song, we encounter the line, "So I bent down in search of the runes." Odin does not conquer wisdom through force. He bends. He descends. He humbles himself before the great unknown. And that is difficult for modern people because we are trained to constantly push forward, control, dominate. But HAGAL teaches that some wisdom only appears when you stop forcing life into your preferred shape. Sometimes you must bend down in search. That humility becomes the doorway to wisdom. Now, let us make it practical. The next time emotional chaos appears in your life, do not immediately react. Pause and ask what pattern is trying to reveal itself here, now, in this moment. Not, why is this happening to me? But, what is this teaching me about balance, timing, or alignment? That small shift changes everything, because HAGAL moves you from victim into participation. You stop seeing life as a random punishment and begin seeing it as a meaningful emerging pattern. And no, HAGAL is not a naive spirituality. Storms can wound us deeply, but HAGAL reminds us that meaning can still emerge even from difficulty. The hail melts, the soil receives nourishment, the storm passes, but the pattern remains. And here is perhaps the most important insight HAGAL teaches, that your life already contains a hidden geometry. You are not random. Your struggles, your strength, your wounds, and transformation form part of a larger unfolding pattern, even if you cannot see it fully yet. Like a snowflake, each path is unique. The task is not to become someone else. The task is to become aligned with your own pattern. So this week I want to give you a simple HAGAL practice. When difficulty appears, when you are challenged, pause before reacting. Take one breath and quietly ask yourself, what deeper pattern may be trying to emerge here? Because the moment you stop seeing chaos as meaningless, the storm begins to transform into an initiation into life itself. And that is the mystery of HAGAL. My friends, thank you for walking this path with me today. If this reflection resonates with you, share in the comments where life transformed storm into wisdom for you. Until next time, may your inner fire remain steady, even when the storms move around you. If today's rune conversation gave you insight, practice it. Share in the comments how this conversation speaks to you. I respond personally. Subscribe if you are committed to walking this path rune by rune. Until next time, walk in clarity.